Hey, welcome back. It's December 28th. This is Bill Mouse Art, and we are back again to do some more sketching. How's everybody's week? How's everybody doing? How was everybody's Christmas and or Hanukkah / holidays? However you want to celebrate it. It's all good, man. It's all in good spirit, man. But let's see. Yeah. I started pretty much on time. Let's see who's in the room with us this fine evening. Kevin, what's up, dude? Woohoo! Art! It's what I live for. And I even had pizza today. I actually had pizza 1.5 times. So I think I'm powered sufficiently for some sketching tonight. And then for the rest of the week, my job is to kind of catch up. We've got some sketches that are supposed to be ready to show off from some of our past episodes and post them up on the club, on the Patreon page. I'll post up the link to that a little bit later for anybody watching afterwards, so you can see that. Kevin says, the last Weekly Mouse. No! Oh, with Darth Vader's voice. No! Ken, what's up, evening gents? Evening, good gentlemen. Glad you're here with us, man. Kevin is saying, with claws like that, your pizza would always be cut. Your sodas would always be open. Your pencil's always sharpened. Ken says, happy 4th night of Hanukkah. Yes, happy 4th night indeed. Kevin says, gents, I don't know if I count. as you drool. Christy Hand, what's up, my friend? He says, hello to all. I say hello right back to you, my friend. I'm glad you're hanging out with us. We got a good group of collectors here. We got a good group of comic book loving people. It's awesome. Very, very cool. Well, the first half of the show, I've got a ways to go. This is going to be like Chet's New Year's piece as opposed to Christmas Eve piece. So this is what we're going to be working on in the second half of the show a little bit. Got to draw some little tinies over here. Got to draw Mercy over here, kind of fixing up the Christmas tree. And good Lord, there's going to be another sheet of paper pasted onto this thing. So Chet's going all out with this request. I'm glad he took out that loan. Help me along. It's all good. And for the first half of the show, I've got a blank sheet of paper. And I think as soon as we start getting some little ideas rolling, I'll start sketching and seeing what happens. Very, very cool. Very cool. Let's go big tonight. Let's go big tonight, my friend, indeed. Yeah, it's the end of the year, man. This is our last Weekly Mouse for the year. This is 2024, man. This is it. This is the last official live chat jam piece. Kevin says, big boobs, big hair, perhaps both. Grand Titans, maybe. Titans? That makes more sense. Christiane says, just got a nice double page spread going there. Yeah, it's going to be a triple page spread by the time we're done with it. So I'm going to unveil that one. That's going to be the one I'm probably working on the hardest, just to get it done, to make sure that we could do like a Happy New Year reveal on that one. And then all the other pieces are all in line. So thanks everybody for your patience. I want to make sure I do my best for everybody. So don't want to rush through any of those. I'll make sure I give you my best. Kevin says, oh, I think it's time for the ladies to celebrate the coming nude year. That could be a thing. I've already got the paper sideways, so maybe I could fit more than one character across this. So we'll see what sticks. We'll see what sticks in my brain as we're sketching and talking. Chris says, super bust with the minis jumping from lefty to righty. That could be good. All right, we're going to start painting a picture in my head, in my brain. Ken says, for tonight, maybe we could have Mercy or Malka dance. on the New Year's ball as it descends down the pole. So basically pole dancing on the New Year's ball. See, now we're painting a picture. Now we're painting a picture. This could be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to turn the paper this way now. Because if we're coming down on the New Year's ball, I'll have to get this little guy here. I'll get my little trusty compass so we can draw the New Year's ball like really cool. Maybe have some little tinies hanging off of it. Yeah, I think we could do something like that. I think that's going to be cool. Let's see. Let me put my get my keyboard kind of out of the way. There we go. That way it's not gonna get in the middle of what we're doing here. And I'm gonna turn my drawing board this way so it doesn't fall off the edge of the. All right, well, we'll start thinking about Ken's idea. Could be Mercy, could be Malka. Malka, the cyber angel, based on a real person. I'm looking at you, Courtney. This could be very cool. This could be very cool. Let me see. Let me look up some things here. Okay, we're good to go. All right, perfect. All right. So Kevin says, spread. Ken, I know what you're thinking. For the 3-page spread. Kevin says, Christy Hand, what a way of thinking. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. With this little idea here. So we maybe have some little tinies jumping left to righty, like on the Christmas ball. The watching the ball drop is it's a nice timely idea. I like that. I like that a lot. Ken says there could be room for multiple cyber angels. Just saying. Chris says it could be a double page spread with one on each side. That's a possibility. Kevin says, I like that. Nira, Allura, and others showering our dancing cyber angel in money. All right, we have a general idea. I like this. All right, so let me just kind of... And we're going to pencil this with the intention of inking it. I think this will be a really good piece, especially for the Nira X33 book that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I started calling it the 33 book because by the time we get it done, it'll probably be 31 or 32 year anniversary that we're actually celebrating. So we'll just think ahead. We'll plan ahead because we know we got a lot of work to do before that book comes out. All right, so I just got a general placement for the New Year's ball is going to be going. And actually, we don't have to see the whole ball. We just see the bottom. We see it as it's dropping. So the Cyber Angel is going to be on top of it. I think that's a cool idea. You guys always push me in fun directions. This is good. It's good. He's good. And of course, I'll grab a compass. When I ink this, it'll be much more of a ball. And you know what? On the New Year's ball, they put the year that's coming in, right? They don't put the year that's going out. So on the Christmas ball, I keep on wanting to call it a Christmas ball because Christmas is what's on my brain for this whole week. So probably putting 2025 on the bottom of this thing. So let me just quickly just kind of place where that's going to go. So just so we know that that's where it's going. You guys know this will all be tightened up really cool when the inks go on. So we just have to get it placed. That way we kind of know where things are at. I could put 2024 like small up here. That way it's obvious that we're ushering out 2024 and ushering in 2025. Yeah, and we'll give this all kinds of little detail and stuff. All right, so we gotta know where the ball is at. All right, so let's start with some Cyber Angel goodness. Let me check the chat real quick, make sure I'm not going to fall behind on you guys. Chris says, really big tonight. That's right. Yeah, we want to end the year on a big note. That would be awesome. Ken says, of We Do Too? I don't know what's happening. Jason, what's up, dude? I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. Bill watching Dragon Ball? No, I'm just drawing the Happy New Year ball here. We're going to put some Cyber Angels on this here Happy New Year's ball as it's dropping down the old pole there. Ken says, if we do 2 Cyber Angels dancing, I suggest a blonde and a brunette for parity. That's a good idea. But you know what? We might actually try to fit a couple more. Just I think in front, we'll try to have Malka like right here in front, and I'm going to try to put Mercy, and then we'll see the space that we've got left over. Let's try and fit in some other Cyber Angels and see how that works. Kevin says, live from Times Square. There seems to be a, is she naked? Woman dancing on the ball. Should we be moving to a commercial break? No, we are sticking with this live. I like the way you think, Kevin. Kevin says, redheads don't seem to get much love from Bill. Have you noticed that? We'll have to change that. I think our cowboy, I think our Old West Cyber Angel might need to be a redhead. Might have to do something about that. All right, let's see what we can do. Placing some of our Cyber Angels in place here. We're gonna start with Malka. I like the idea of putting her right out front. It's Happy New Year. And I'll put the camera a little closer here so that way you guys can see what's going on, see what Malka's thinking. I didn't know Malka was going to be the centerpiece of tonight's piece, but look at that. This is the way it worked out. I gotta make sure I got some lead on this pencil. There we go. I'll get some of these lines down real quick. And I'll double check in the chat to see where you guys are. I don't want to fall too far behind. The whole point is for us to hang out, do something fun. So I definitely don't want to ignore you guys. Just only look at the drawing, even though that is my job. That is what I'm supposed to be doing. Put a nice smile on her face. It's Happy New Year after all. And once we get her positioned where she's going to be, then we can start thinking about where Mercy's going to end up. Hopefully everybody's Christmas was awesome. Mine was awesome because it was quiet. I had a nice, quiet, not doing much Christmas, which is exactly the Christmas I wanted to have. All right, make sure that we got her hair flipping over like this. That's her signature look. All right, starting to take shape. This is going to be a fun piece. I'm pretty sure we're going to fit a few Cyber Angels in this piece. It's Happy New Year, man. It's like they got to be hanging out. Got to be hanging out, having a party. There we go. Gotta have her hair blowing in the wind over here. All right, let me double check on the old chat here, see where you guys are at. Again, Kevin loves him some Celeste. This is true. Yeah, you know, I don't use Celeste enough. I think she needs to be a part of things a little bit more often. Kevin says she's just mysterious. Now we're going to see a certain inspiration pop into see herself coming to life. It's a possibility. Jason says mine was lame. I really didn't care anyway. You know what? Sometimes a lame Christmas is a good Christmas. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for all the activity and all the stuff, you know, hosting a party and all that. Sometimes I just want to take it easy, be quiet, man. Sometimes a quiet Christmas is a good Christmas. Kevin says, you said hang out and have fun, and I heard John McClane saying, come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs. Wait a minute, here we go. I need to have a lighter when I say that. Hey, here, come out to the coast. Here, come out to the coast, have a few laughs. Don't worry, I'm not going to set anything on fire. That lighter is actually empty. I'm glad it still sparks, though. I've had that lighter for such a long time. I just don't want to get rid of it. I can't get rid of it, man. All right, get Malka in a nice, cool pose. I think she knows all the TV cameras are probably looking up at her. It's like there's people on the New Year's ball as it's dropping. Probably not supposed to be up there. But what do you do, man? Cyber Angels, when they want to party, they want to party. It is what it is. You want us to save the universe, we gotta have parties sometimes. All right, just kind of implying and putting in some shapes where the hair is going to go, so that way when I ink it, I know where everything's going. There we go. She's got some cool buckles and stuff on the front of her costume that I like. There we go. Get some cool shading on the costume bits. There's a cool pose. I'm liking this pose on her. This is cool. There we go. Just get this little angle in here. Make sure she's not going to fall off. I think she'll be angry with me if she falls off. All right, let me check with the. Oh, Kevin says. I think he's trying to say hi, Courtney, not him, Courtney. Hi, Courtney. Jason says, "Yippee-ki-yay!" That's right. It's a Hans Gruber holiday, is what I'm saying. There you go. That's what I thought you meant. Hey, Ken Albury, how you doing, my friend? Glad you're hanging out with us. Awesome. Ken says, you can't stop Cyber Angels when they phase shift into the ball. This is true. Christopher Bouchard, hey, my friend, what's up? Glad you're hanging out with us. He says, what's up? How about an Elsa hot artwork tonight and just getting better from a stomach bug? Hey, I'm glad you're feeling better, man. It's like, I don't want you to be sick during the holidays. That always sucks. So I'm glad you're feeling better. The idea that we've got cooking so far for tonight is we're dropping the Happy New Year's ball, and we're gonna put Malka and Mercy, and hopefully we'll have some space, and we're gonna fit in Nira X and some other Cyber Angels into this pick. So I think that's where we're headed right now. Elsa's always a good idea, though. You know how I feel about that. So we're gonna figure out where this picture takes us for tonight. Courtney, what's up? Courtney says, hey, all, I heard this is where the party's at. Yeah, this is the party. You're at the center of the party as we speak right now. This is a Cyber Angel Happy New Year's right here. It's so cool that Courtney is a live action Cyber Angel. It makes this really fun. I love this. I can always change and augment the costume a little bit because that's the nature of the cyber skin that the Cyber Angels use to make their costumes. So I can always make them a little bit different when I want. Ah, I saw balloons. Do I have my reactions on? Was that me? Oh, my reactions are totally on. Check it out. All right, I'll throw in some. There we go. I totally forgot that button was on there. There you go. That's just for you, Courtney, because you're joining us and hanging out. So that's awesome. I think somehow my computer knew that it was you coming out to hang out with us tonight. So that's all good. Let me get a cool shoe on here. Cool boot for the end of this here boot. There we go. We'll imply where that's going to be. Yeah, whoever wins the piece tonight, always keep in mind that the piece that you'll receive in the mail is going to be this piece, but it's going to be fully inked. So doing it in pencil for the time allotted for the show is always the way to go. So that way you see what the whole picture is going to look like. But when you receive the artwork, it is going to be inked up. We started doing that a few episodes ago, and yeah, I think that's just that's a good way to go. Got a couple of these buckles in the front here. Awesome. All right, let's see where everybody's at. We're here. So cool. Courtney's hanging out with us. Kevin says, send them to my house if they want to party. They'd like it here on the West Coast. You know, the West Coast does have the better weather. I have to agree. I miss San Diego so much, bro. Kevin says the lady of the hour. Now, where is Dean Martin? Or better yet, Foster Brooks. How could it be the nude year with clothes? I know. Well, you know, it's depending on who wins the piece tonight. We're always, we started this option last episode or maybe the episode before last. So what I like to do with the pieces before we upload them to the Patreon page is I'll make like a spicier nude edition of it, so that way we have a digital one that everybody can download. But whoever wins the piece, if you want the original inked piece to actually be the adult version, because I could digitally add on the costumes afterwards also, so we can do it in reverse. But for the sake of YouTube, we definitely need to. I have to keep things under wraps when it comes to the YouTubes, so I can't just draw straight up nude art. They won't let me, man, because they're no fun. So I gotta do it this way. So we stay in business. We stay in business. All right. We mentioned Mercy. I think Mercy's gonna go right here. That would be cool. All right, so we're going to figure out where Mercy's going. I'll pull the camera back just a little bit. That way you can kind of see what's going on here. So far, we've got Malka, the Cyber Angel. And we've got the just the positioning for the Happy New Year dropping of the ball here. And now we're going to try and add Mercy right here also on the ball. And if we've got time, we've got space, we want to add in some more some more characters, some more Cyber Angel characters. That's the idea that you guys painted. It's like the first idea that sticks is the first idea we start going with, and then you guys keep on influencing it as we go. Jason says, start taking zinc, or you started taking zinc. I kicked a really nasty cold right before Christmas, and I'm taking it every day now. I've never taken zinc before, but if it works, it works, man. I'm glad it's working for you. That's awesome. I eat Lucky Charms and Pop-Tarts, which is part of my problem. Courtney says, I feel honored. We are honored. Fair Courtney. You are a Cyber Angel among us. And totally cool, man. I totally love that you're watching the show and that you dig the character design and that you're a part of this. I think it's just really, really fun. Super, super cool. Some person, what's up, some person? Glad you're hanging out with us tonight. That's awesome. Kevin says, I have to admire Cyber Angels for being able to walk around in the highest of heels. I know that's why I have to juggle back and forth between whether or not they have their wings or not. I think it'd probably be better. I like drawing the heels a little bit more when their wings are out because it implies that they're flying most of the time. But if they're doing action scenes and stuff like that where they're actually fighting or running or walking, like I've been playing around with the different costume ideas so that way they've got a little bit more tactical situation going on. But I love them high heels, man. Every chance I get, I like to draw them with the heels. There we go. Yeah, put a little. I'll make Mercy like in a profile. We'll get some variety in these here poses. And she's got to be smiling too, right, man? It's Happy New Year's. This is gonna be a happy piece right here. We'd have to draw some bottles. Here, give her a nice profile so she's not mad at me. Got to make sure Mercy's good too. Mercy's been around a long time, man, almost since the very beginning. Mercy's like, I pay the bills too. Had another auction this week on the Experience on YouTube channel. It is a show called SketchUp with Mog and Mel. Really, really nice people. Super cool people. I'm really glad I met them in San Diego through Committed Comics, through our good friend Tom. Super fun people to hang out with. That was a really, really cool auction. Good people, good collectors. I'm glad we keep on growing our nice little band of fans and collectors and everything. Makes me very happy. There you go. There's Mercy. She's taking shape. She's back here. Good. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to fit some people in here. Let's see. Kevin says, "Oh, hey, there's some person. Very cool. Very cool. Everybody saying hello. Excellent. I'm glad everybody is familiar with everybody here. We're a good group, man. It's like I like our club. I like our club a lot." Kevin says, "Tactical heal sounds dangerous. Maybe Batgirl could benefit from some of those." Courtney says, "So far it's fire." That's right. That makes me happy that you like. This is good. It's good. Let's see. Kevin says, "It's all in the smile and those eyes." Some person says, maybe a top hat on one of them. Get that Rockets vibe in there. Oh, you know what? I see what you, yeah, little Rockets action. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna see where maybe I could fit that in, because that's actually a really cool idea. I like this idea. Part of the Happy New Year vibe. I do like that idea a lot. So I'm gonna keep it in my brain while we're going and seeing where I can fit that in, because that is an excellent idea. All right, got Mercy sitting right here. Oops, slightly drawing off of the end of the thing there. Let's see, her arm would end up being around here somewhere. Gotta make sure she's got two arms. She'll get all pissed off at me. How dare you leave off my arm? What kind of business are you running here? There we go. Gotta make sure to get her little signature boot. She's got some little design thingies that go in there. Cool. That little angle just happened to work out. That was good. Her hand is like just hanging on to the edge of this thing. She's like, I don't want to fall off. And she's got some signature arm straps that she always has. And that way we know for sure that's her arm, not just some random arm coming about. This is good. All right, let's see who else we can fit in here. Let me check to see where you guys are at first. Ken is like, she has eyes. Courtney says, love the top hat idea. Yes, absolutely. You know, Courtney's character is front and center. You should actually have the top hat, because you're actually the center of the piece. And then I'll have all the other characters kind of like framing from the sides. So I think that's the direction that we're headed right now. Let's see how that goes. I think you're going to have the top hat. Look above the boobs. That's where the eyes are. No arms. That's the pits. Some person says also champagne and drunken little tinies in all sorts of inebriated states. That's a fantastic idea. Platinum, what's up, dude? Needs mouth horns, cranks, and confetti. Oh, you know what? That is absolutely correct. I like that idea. Let's see. At the very least, let's go ahead and make sure that we have... Let's get Mercy started with at least one little thing there. So that way That way that the idea is solid in there. You know what? It's like I gotta put that top hat in here. It's Happy New Year, man. And it can't be like a background element. It's got to be something that's front and center. So Courtney, I think you're voted in. You're voted in as wearing the top hat. So I'll try to make this top hat as cool as possible. That'll be very Happy New Year feeling. Kind of reminds me of it'll totally remind me of Zatanna. Oh yeah, that's an excellent idea. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. Now, if anybody happens to be watching off of one of our Facebook channels, I would highly encourage, especially if you're going to join the chat or maybe bid on artwork later on, please join us on the live chat. There's actually a setting on the YouTube, in the YouTube chat. Join us directly on the YouTube channel in the live YouTube chat, so that way you're synced up with us. Sometimes the Facebook feeds don't sync up as well as I would like, and we might miss your comment, or we might miss your bid, or it might come in like too slow. Like there's already a delay as it is. Great idea. I love you know what? I'm gonna throw in some confetti too, because that's a good idea. I'll draw some confetti, and I'll make sure that I draw a lot more when I ink the piece. Dude, that's without the confetti. It's almost like it's not Happy New Year without the confetti. So glad you said something. Yeah, now we're starting to look good. And we got plenty of room down here to throw in some little tinies. Some little tinies doing their thing. Platinum says New Year's party favors, in my opinion. Yeah, for sure. Yep, absolutely. Courtney says kiss at midnight? There would have to be, right? But it would have to be the next scene, though. Couldn't make it happen at this scene. And the ball's still going down. You guys are still posing on the ball as it's going down. But it's possible. I've already got you drawn, so it's possible. Maybe I can have another side. Maybe I could have somebody else kissing over here off to the side. That might be a pretty good idea. Let's see. Let's have. You know what? Let's fit Evil Nira right here. And then I'm going to fit our good Nira right here. Maybe Evil Nira is going to be kissing someone. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see how I could fit it in. Evil Nira is naughty. She's a naughty girl. But we'll see how it fits in. We'll see what the paper says. Kind of works to have Evil Nira here because her delta. See, I remember to call it a delta. That's on you guys. Her delta is on her other cheek because she is Evil Nira. She wants to celebrate New Year's. Of course she does. But who would evil Nira be kissing? One would wonder. Maybe she caught Allura in a moment of weakness. They work long hours. They don't know what's going on. There we go. We got a little spot here for evil Nira. All right, let me catch up with the chat here real quick. Let's see. Ken is saying she could be holding out the top hat like a dance move. Oh my God, too late. I'm not erasing that hat. But it is a good idea. Kevin says the pits are in New Jersey. Yeah, with those legs, she needs Rocket's top hat. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Platinum says maybe Nira took her top hat off and she's swirling it around while she holds her bosom to hide it. Ken is saying hiding. Boo! Jason says, speaking of DC, how are we feeling about the Soups trailer? I think it'll be amazing. We'll see, man. It's like, I don't trust trailers anymore. Right now, I love the trailer. I still like the Snyder movies, but I totally realize that's an Elseworlds storyline. You know what I mean? It's like that. I don't think that was ever going to be accepted as the canon storyline. And I think it was done with more of a Dark Knight Returns kind of audience in mind. It wasn't made. It's like not Superman is like family, like a family movie. I don't know, like in order for you to sell it to everybody. Like, I enjoyed the Snyderverse movies, but I realized that I like it because I'm older and I've had my Christopher Reeve movie, so I wanted to see something different, a darker version of it, just for fun. And his suit does look like straight up pajamas in this new movie, but at the same time, I think kids will love it. So, and it was it's some good emotional beats in that trailer. I mean, if the story is really good, then it's gonna make $1 billion. So. We'll see how it goes. Like, nobody knows until it comes out. Ken says, I want crypto so bad, but I also don't want crypto. I agree. As soon as I saw crypto coming across the horizon, and he's like so powerful that he sounds like a freaking train coming across the horizon, I was just like, all right, I'm sold. I want to see this. I want to see how it goes. Yeah, totally PG. Yeah, PG and crypto. Yeah, it's got to be something that something hopeful, something that everybody can watch. It's not just nobody complains so much when an animated series comes out that's really meant for a smaller audience. So that's the way I kind of think of the Snyder movies. It was really meant for a smaller audience. Somebody just wanted something dark and gritty and different, and that's what we got. I mean, shoot, the Snyder movies were around for a decade. They got a good run. I don't like the way it ended. I think they could have ended it on a good note. There was no reason to, have the drama that they had towards the end of the thing. I feel like they kind of did Henry Cavill dirty at the end of that. They could have bookended it with a really good movie and then transition to the new stuff. They didn't have to make it a rough transition. But there's nothing we can do about it now. So what do you do? Like, I'm not in the business. All I do is buy tickets. Let's see. Some person says evil Nira being kissed by someone she's revolted by. It's a possibility, but who? Who, I say? Let's see, Ken says, well, I was thinking kissing Nira makes sense. New year, new love. But it is like Nira kissing herself, right? It's like it's her doppelganger. It's her doppelganger. A little self-love. You were thinking exactly what I was thinking. Kiss and make up before they make out. Evil side eye. Ken says, I agree, the Snyder Superman isn't quite canon in my mind, but Henry Cavill is the best Supes next to Christopher Reeve. Casting-wise, oh my God, yeah. He's the guy. He's the guy. I mean, it's hands down. Because he actually, as far as anything I've seen of him just in normal everyday life, that's kind of how he acts, like also in everyday life. So, man, what do you do? You know, we were talking about Celeste so much that I don't know if she's going to be kissing Celeste. She might be caught in a moment of weakness. We're going to see what's going on here. And what does that imply about Celeste? Tune in. Film at 11. All right, let's see here. Let me make sure that she's got some breathing room for her body to actually fit. There we go. There we go. Just want to make sure I got her little hair flip in here. Happy New Year indeed. What is up with this scene? What is up with this scenario? There we go. Let me flip this down a little bit. Oh, here we go. Yeah. There you go. Let me flip this way just a tiny. There you go. That way you get a better angle. What we're doing here. I don't know if this means anything for Celeste's actual character, but it's certainly a Happy New Year moment for this picture. Look at that. Celeste made her way in. She hasn't been around in a while. Now she's here. Right in the middle of things. All right, let's see where you guys are at real quick. There we go. Let me leave this here where you guys can see what's going on there. Let's see. Jason says, going to be the pooper here. Snyder made the films for his audience, but after he got so hyped from Sucker Punch, he really overdid the God elements and storytelling in those films. Yeah, well, you know, every director does their own take on everything that they do. So this was definitely a Zack Snyder production, and that's what I expected from him. It's like, I don't see why anybody's surprised. we all watched The Watchmen. We know how he makes his films, and beautifully directed. Not the canon treatment that I would consider canon for any of these characters. Like I didn't like the age differences between Superman and Batman. I didn't like Lex, the way that Eisenberg played Lex. It wasn't the classic Lex that I want. I wanted a very intelligent mastermind Lex Luthor. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was a dark movie. It is what it is. But you move on. They're making new movies, so obviously they make new stuff. Ken says Sucker Punch was underrated. You know what? Sucker Punch, the very first time I saw it, I was super disappointed that all of the action sequences, and this is a spoiler in case anybody hasn't watched this 30-year-old movie yet, but all of the action sequences were fantasy elements, right? So it's like but then like I watched it a second time or third time, ended up, it's on my iTunes or whatever, and it's just like I really love watching it. It's a fun movie to watch, and say what you will about Snyder, it's like people can't stop bringing him up. So obviously there's something to his films. So, anyways, I enjoy them. I enjoy them for what they are. It doesn't ruin anything else that I enjoy, just because his are different. So it's all good. Jason says I have no problem with Cavill as Supes, but I hated that Man of Steel script. Too many missing gaps. The only thing I did not like about the Man of Steel script was Pa Kent, the way that he passed away, the whole tornado thing. I just thought that was a silly way that was not. There was too many ways around that. I see what he was going for, which actually kind of makes it worse, that I see what the intention actually was. It should have been a more powerful scene. Just like the Martha scene was meant, him saying Martha, and that was his mom's name, and blah, blah, blah. That was supposed to be a very emotional, much more powerful moment. And it ended up kind of coming across as, it came across to me like funny. It came across like comedic, which was a shame, because I see what he was going for. But overall, I still enjoyed them. I still enjoyed them for what they were. They had Doomsday was not the design for Doomsday. They actually did Doomsday pretty well on the Superman and Lois TV show for their finale. They did that pretty good. They did that on a TV budget, and they did it pretty good. And I was surprised that I even liked the TV Superman. I didn't expect it to be watchable, and it totally was. It was actually pretty good. Kevin says someone dressed up as Santa Claus. I keep hearing. I caught mommy kissing Santa Claus. Platinum says Sucker Punch is that shit, brah. So cool and hot. Sad ending, made me mad. Yeah, I agree. It's a movie that surprisingly makes me think, a little bit, and it's got a lot of emotional ups and downs, and the imagery is like, it's got a lot. The movie's got a lot to love. I like it. Jason says if Sucker Punch was underrated, then what was the point of the movie? I was so bored the entire time. Well, not everybody likes everything. It's fine. It's totally cool. I'd never get down on anybody for not liking something that I did end up liking. It's like music, it's like there's a million different kinds of music. If you didn't like it, that's totally cool. You just weren't in the mood for it, or it just wasn't where you wanted to be. Like video games, there's a couple of video games that I play because I like to actually be in those settings. Like I like playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and those are great games. They're very like the playability is like off the chart. It's great. My Tomb Raider games kind of like disappointed me, so this actually has a lot of elements that I wish was in a Tomb Raider game. But it takes me to places that I actually want to be. But it's just like anything else, it's like if you didn't like it, it's totally cool. It doesn't mean it was bad. It's just you weren't in the mood for that. Kevin says taking pictures of the posterior. Rolls eyes. Some person says for posterior, although that's good too. Ken says a rare moment of Celeste without her veil. I know, right? No veil. She's kissing. She can't kiss with a veil on. What are you talking about? She only wears the veil for drama effect. She likes the dramatic effect of it. Kevin says, "Damn, Bill, you're making a fun one. Thanks, dude." Well, Chris Dehan said we needed to go big. We needed to go big. Platinum says it's like Fight Club in a psychology way. Yeah, yeah. I love Fight Club too. Fight Club is a movie that I had to watch a couple of times to really appreciate it and get into it. Yeah, Fight Club is a great movie. Some person says, "So, are all of you ready for the Red Valkyrie art auction on January 11th?" Still have money after Christmas? That's right. Red Valkyrie art auction is going to be on January 11th, and I'm planning on being there for I forget exactly what time. I think it starts at 8:30, but it's going to be the and during the week of the auction, I'll be posting the link. Like as soon as they give me the link, I'll start sharing the link for that. But we're going to be on whatever the latest turn is for that. All right, let's see. I got to leave some room for Nira right down here. And I'm going to have Nira down here winking because this is like a fun. This is a fun piece. So I'm going to have her down here. There we go. Okay, I had to look up at the screen real quick and make sure that I wasn't like drawing something off the edge of the screen. I was like, "What's Bill drawing?" I have no idea. He's on the floor. I don't know what Bill's doing. There we go. We'll have Nira here giving you a little playful wink. Some Happy New Year goodness. Little wink from Nira. Let me fix this little jawline here. She's like, "Bill, what's up with my jaw? Why am I looking like Mac tonight?" I pay for all your pizza. I gotta respect Nira, yo. She's kept me busy in comics for a long time. Some people say she belongs to me, but I think I belong to her. She's leaning up against the ball. There we go. All right, let me pull the camera back just a little bit, get a little bit more of a nice little overview here. Because with the close-up, you can't see everything else that's going on. There we go. Just want to imply where her glove's going to be. Maybe she's got one of them little party things spinning around. Yeah, we're gonna have some big fun pieces of art to ink and get all done for New Year's. That's gonna be good stuff. All right, let's make sure that Celeste actually has a leg. I just can't sever their body parts for no good reason. There we go. Get a little shading on her boot down here. All right, and her other leg. I got to make sure she's got two legs, man. I can't do her dirty like that. She's walking around with only one leg. Oop, there we go. Couldn't see what I was doing. There we go. It's gonna be awesome, and I'll add a bunch more confetti and stuff, so that way that kind of matches up. Oof! Got ourselves a cool, busy piece. Look at this. Nice. All right, Kevin says, I'll catch up with the chat real quick, and I think this is where this piece is going to be. I think we're good on just the general layout. When I ink it, I'm going to add in some little tinies down here, kind of like battling it out or throwing some things, or maybe throwing snowballs at each other or doing something. So I'm going to add those in along the bottom. This is just a time issue. This is the big unveiling. But so you're saying we need some bum? The samurai fight scene was unreal. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. That's what actually got me into the movie. Those are the scenes that actually made me, from the trailer, those are the scenes that drug me into the theater. Some person says Superman should have just saved him. What's Pa Kent going to do? Exactly. And Clark is so fast, and there's so much like debris and, you know, tornado. I don't think anybody would have seen him. And it's like, and so what if they do? You know, it's like they already saw him lift a school bus out of the river, out of the pond. Yeah, it was an odd choice. It was an odd choice. I understood the reason for it, because of that whole narrative of, oh, like the world isn't ready to find out that, you know, you're here, blah blah blah. But it wasn't in character. I thought it wasn't good. Some person says hello to the hiding cat. Yeah, Cat is downstairs. She is done for today. She did a lot of work today. So she is recharging the old batteries. But thank you for saying hi to her. I will definitely relay the message. Some person, thanks so much. Ken says the new Indiana Jones game is amazing. I've been hearing good things about it. I've seen some cutscenes on YouTube, but I haven't seen any gameplay. So you have to let me know what the gameplay is actually like. Platinum says, I don't like how they shoved Doomsday, Justice League, and Return of the Dark Knight all in one movie. Didn't do justice to any of them. You know, I always had the feeling like he fit everything in the kitchen sink into the one movie, because maybe he assumed that he'd only be able to do one movie because the response wasn't going to be strong enough, or I think he just threw everything in. Like he shouldn't have. He should have paced it out, you know. I was always DC should never try to rush to catch up to where Marvel is as far as movies are concerned. Just take your time, build up the characters. You know, Marvel took their time. Granted, it was, you know, they were flying by the seat of their pants, but everything worked out really well for them. Um, but trying to rush in order to catch up to where Marvel was, you're not going to do Endgame in 2 movies. You know, you got to build up over time. People will follow you. People love DC characters. There's no reason to rush. Yeah, but I totally agree. He threw everything but the kitchen sink in that movie. He did. Ken says Nira looking on in surprise as she can't believe what she's seeing. I know. Mac Tonight, aka Doug Jones, his first work before the camera, and now you see him, well, all over the place. He is all over the place, dude. He plays everybody. He was on Star Trek Discovery. He's a Silver Surfer. He's everywhere, man. He gets a lot of work. That's good though. It's good though. I like the guy. Kevin says, I think that hat is Zatanna's. Its magic is infecting everybody. Ken says, that was Doug Jones? Makes sense. You know, honestly, when you said that, I mean, I just went ahead and agreed with it so I can move on to the next thing. But I didn't know that Mac Tonight was actually Doug Jones. I didn't know that until you just said it. But it does make total sense. He plays all the characters like that, all those overly, masked characters and Pan's Labyrinth kind of characters, full makeup. He's got the long, slender build for it, you know. Like, he does so good. Some person says, and tons of sparkling in the background, break out the glitter and the glue gun and the glue bill. Yeah, I'm going to add in some shading and maybe something that looks like fireworks and glitter and splatter. Yeah, I think it definitely needs it. You're right. It's a Happy New Year piece. It's going to be a lot of confetti and things going around. Kevin says, "Yep, it was. If you haven't seen it, check out the annual 60 Christmas special for that Mac Tonight. With a kiss like that, I think Celeste would have one leg of a little kind of high behind her. That's comic cover quality. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate that, brother. All right. Well, I tell you what, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the old ticker, because this is what the pencil piece looks like. Obviously, now whoever wins the piece, what you're going to receive is this piece of art, but fully inked and with all the shading and effects and stuff like that. Whoever wins the piece, you can let me know if you want it to be the slightly more adult version of this, or if you want me to ink it as is. I can do things to the costumes here. I want to have a regular version and I want to have an adult version for the Patreon club. But it doesn't matter which way we go. So I could ink the original so that it's the adult version, and I'll digitally add on costume, or I could do it the other way around. So however you want me to ink it, it is absolutely totally cool with me. And let me see here. It's 11:16, so I guess we'll leave it 5 minutes or so, so that it's 11:21. So I'll just kind of keep my eye on the clock. 60-second Christmas special. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Kevin says bid $1. Ken is in the room with 50. Thanks so much, Ken. Let's see. I'll write this down. Where's my little scratch sheet of paper? There you go. I'll use a little scratch sheet of paper here. I'm going to put this sideways, and I'll zoom up a little bit so you guys can. It'll be sideways, but at least you can see the whole piece there. And I'll write these off to the side so that way I don't have to scroll up too far. Thanks, Ken. Ken's in the room with 50 right now. Some person says this might be too much, but a full moon in the background. That's a possibility. I might, if I put a full moon in the background, I think I would put it in one of the corners, depending on where my confetti effects and things like that. I mean, we've got this big round element at the bottom, so if you end up winning it, let me know if you want the full moon in the background, because I'll add that in. No, not a crescent moon, because then I'll be thinking about Mac Tonight. Or we could do a crescent. It's totally cool, dude. Christy Hen says 55. Chris in the room. Thanks, dude. I'll write that down real quick. Awesome. Kevin says, it's weird, this awesome art, and I would love to have it, but I also want to see Ken and Courtney get it. Oh, this is true. This is true. Courtney says she's in the room with 60. She is the big person in the room right now. Thank you so much, Courtney. Courtney says it's mine. You people can't take it. Let's see, it's 11:18. Well, yeah, we're going to leave it till 11:21. That'll give us a total of 5 minutes. And then we'll do a 10-second countdown with the old keyboard. And that'll be it for the bidding. And of course, remember the colored version of this, I'm going to upload it to the Patreon page. The regular version of it will be a public post. So that way, even if you're not a member of the Patreon page, you could still see it or download it and stuff. The adult version of it will obviously be for members only, but that's expected. Not a big deal. It's all good. Ken Albury says, I go away for a couple of weeks and come back to find the Zazers are multiplying. Some person says, oh, that's right. There's enough curves already. Yeah, we got the big round elements here. I was thinking just like there'll be shading and maybe some sparklies or some fireworky kind of effects and a lot more of this confetti floating around. Kevin says, but one is so much more pleasing on the eyes. True dat. All right, only 2 minutes left. Yeah, some kind of firework thing in the background I think would be cool. Courtney's waiting. Where are the other bids at? Courtney's like, where are the bids? Where's the competition? Where's the nerves of steel? All right, we got 1 more minute. Kevin says, I would bid more, but why make you spend more? Ken Albury says, I know, all Kens are pretty. Kevin is a mensch. All right, time's almost up. Let me grab the old keyboard here. That's okay. I'll force everybody to jump on PayPal and donate $5. All at the same time. Some person said hi to Kat. Hi. Kat says hello right back at you. All right, the bidding time is done. So let me jump down here. We're going to start the 10-second countdown. And I'll type in the numbers going down from 10 as fast as the field clears for me to type them. So we got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ken says 70. Ken is in the room saying, no, I'm the man of the house. I wish to give this to Courtney. You people. Thank you, Ken. You're awesome, brother. Chris Dehan is in the room with 71. But Courtney is jumping right back in with 72. Courtney says, no, that's her. That's me. That's mine. Ken says, you know what? I'm jumping in. I'm the God of War. 90. He is in with 90. Ken is a big man in the house right now with 90. And we are almost done with the countdown. We're at 3, 2, 1. Typing in 000, which means sold as soon as it lets me. All right, and it is sold. Thank you so much. Please, everybody, congratulate Ken standing up for his Cyber Angel, making sure We're gonna have some Cyber Angel fun. Happy New Year goodness. Thanks so much, Ken. Please, everybody, congratulate Ken. Very, very cool, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for bidding. Ken is the winner tonight. Kevin says, congrats, you two wonderful people. You're awesome, bro. Christy Hen says, congratulations. Awesome, awesome. Courtney, thank you so much. I'm super happy you're a part of things here. A real Cyber Angel in the house. Love it. All right, let's turn that little banner off because we're all good to go. Now we get to chill. We get to chill for a couple of minutes. We're gonna spend some studio time. We're still working on Chet's big Christmas piece, which is a triptych. It's not a 2-page spread. It's a 3-page spread. So we're working a little bit on that one tonight. Kevin says we're all winners tonight with that art. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. You guys are awesome. All right, I'm going to set this off to the side. This is safe. This belongs to Courtney, obviously. Yes. I'll make sure we do some good inks on that. And Ken, let me know. You can let me know in a private message, or you can let me know right there in the chat if you want to have the inked version of this be the regular version, or if you want it to be the nude version, or the adult version, or the spicy party version. Yeah, I was thinking I already knew. I already knew what you were going to say. But it's nice to ask. It's always nice to ask. All right, I know how to ink this for you, my friend. Not a problem. The real-life Cyber Angel will be inked. Indeed. All right, well, we're going to spend a couple of minutes chilling out. I'll still be hanging out with you in the chat, obviously. And let's see, let me turn my table sideways here. Because we're still working now. I've only got 2 sheets taped together on it so far, because if I had all 3 sheets, it would not even fit on my table. I've got a special table that I use with my computer table is set up for live streaming. It's not my art table, so it is not as big as all that. Not big enough to hold a 3-page spread. And you guys know me as well, my friend. Ken says, actually, I take that back. Courtney wants to hang it, so we'll need the Safe for Work inked version. See, that's why I ask. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm vindicated. This is why I ask these questions. All right, let me grab my pencil. So I've got a little note written down for your piece. It's going to be the Safe for Work one. That way we can hang it up, which is awesome. I feel really good about the fact you guys are going to hang it up. That makes me really, really happy. I always like the more adult stuff in your private collections. I always love that. But when you're hanging stuff up, that makes me super happy. Kevin says no, but I can't blame her. You can always get a print. Yeah, and the digital version of it is going to be there'll be 2 different versions of it with the digital version. So no worries, no loss. In fact, it's a gain. It's a gain because you have the original that's going to actually be like up on actually on the thing. So actually up on the wall. The thing I call the thing a wall. That's a technical term for wall. Because I'm a carpenter. Some person says you could always make an acetate to lay over the drawing that makes it safe for work, so you can take it off when you want it to be not safe for work. That's true. I'm gonna charge an extra $500 just because you said that. That's a lot of trouble. Now I'll do it digitally. It'll be cool. Kevin says extra spicy, so we'll have hot Cheetos all around. Yes. Only hot Cheetos. All right, so looking at Chet's piece right here, and this is a piece I will unveil the finished, huge, humongous version of this one, either on the next episode or I may even live stream before that for New Year's. We've got Mercy, possibly some other Cyber Angels here, kind of fixing up the Christmas tree. We've got little tinies, like a choir that Nira is directing and singing. We got this huge window because they're in Thalia's castle. Like she's got this this huge kind of like the ruins of her original castle from her origins. And then we've got this grand piano, and Thalia is going to be on the grand piano playing. We'll have Evil Nera over here, so there's going to be a lot going on. Going to be a lot going on. And I want everybody to thank Chet for sponsoring this piece, because this is a really, really big piece. So right now I am working on, because I wanted Mercy to be kind of front and center as far as working on the tree, and the tree's kind of tipping over and things are falling off of it, so they're having a time. So I'm going to have Mercy here. I'll probably have another Cyber Angel here, maybe one on the floor. So they're going to be having a time trying to put this tree together. There we go. I want to give her a wide-eyed, surprised look on her face, because the tree is about to tip over, I think. And we're going to do this we're going to work on this for, I say, about 20 minutes. 20 minutes is what we have till the end of today's episode. So please hang out with us. If you got nothing to do, want to hang out for a few more minutes, this is what we're going to be doing. I'd like you guys to see how some of the other studio pieces come together in real time. I think it's fun. And I'll make sure to take a look at the chat every now and then. I don't want to. Oh, thanks, Ken. You're awesome, bro. Yeah, hopefully you guys stick around for a little bit of this drawing. If you happen to leave a little bit early, I hope you guys have a happy new year and all that good stuff. 2025, we got a lot of fun things planned for next year, so I'm extremely looking forward to it. I got to come up with a new intro for our videos. We got new books, new stories, new projects. Stuff I'm not allowed to talk about yet. Let's see here. Kevin says, Ken, on the ball. He wants Ken on the ball. He wants that art fast before New Year's. Yeah, that'll be my plan. That's going to be my plan. We want to get this New Year's special to you for New Year's, just like working on Chet's piece. So a little bit more time sensitive because they're holiday specific. So I'll do my very best. Speaking of the club, was there going to be an after Christmas post before the New Year? Yes. I did a post, I think, right after Christmas or the day after Christmas was the last new post that I did. So, yeah, before, like in the next couple of days. Like it's either going to be tomorrow or the next day. What day is it today? It's going to be right before New Year's. And then for New Year's Day, there's going to be another new post. And we have some other pieces from our other episodes that I need to catch up on. So we've got some other pieces that are coming up. So January is going to be, I think a nice busy month for the club. I think there'll be more updates than we're used to having. So that way, the pieces that have been waiting to be colored will finally be uploaded there. So. That's my plan. That's what we're shooting for. All right, got Mercy holding one of the little ornaments there, and I'm gonna have her big, because Mercy's Cyber Angel wings actually look like angel wings, so this will be a pretty cool element to have off to the side here. She'll actually look a little bit more Christmassy than the other Cyber Angels because she's got actual angel wings. Let me get a little bit closer to her here so we can see what's going on. You can see lightly, like generally what her pose is going to look like. She's like, oh no, I am massively messing up this Christmas tree. Always like drawing Mercy. She might have to have her own miniseries again at some point down the road. But right now we have got so many things scheduled for next year. I better stick with what we got. There we go. Let's get some of her wing action up in here. All right, Chet. Hey, what's up, dude? Chet's in the room. Chet says, know what change of plans to this piece? Put ENX on the piano, flicking something at Thalia with a cheesy look on her face. All right, so if ENX is on the piano, are we going to have like just Thalia kind of like just off to the side, like with attitude? I think that's the way I kind of see it, the way that you're saying it. We could totally do that. That'd be awesome. And having Evil Nero on the piano is kind of cool. I like that idea. I like that idea. Ken says, it's going to be a great new year. Just got my Dark Seas shipment. Oh, that's right. You sent me the thing. I'm so glad you got it. Yeah, Tom's been working really hard. Make sure that that everything's been shipped out. And he's only waiting on, there's a couple of packages that actually need some commissions, some sketches. And those are just about to be shipped out to him too, so that way he can do the very last packages. So he's done an incredible job making sure that everything gets out, making sure everything gets promoted, making sure everything gets done and printed and done. Love you, Tom. Kevin says, Bill Mozart, Ken Zazer, and I were brainstorming where the club is actually located. I think Las Vegas makes sense, though I would concede it being in some weird pocket reality. Some weird pocket reality of Las Vegas. I kind of picture it in Las Vegas too. It could be a California thing, but I kind of picture it in Las Vegas. Ken says every time a bell rings, a cyber angel forms her wings. This piece is really coming together, Chet. Nice one. Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. I'm really liking this one a lot. And we've got a few locked in. We've got a few pieces. I can't, dude. It's like 2025 is gonna be. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so fun. Chet says, got lots to go on that piece. Yeah, there's going to be a lot in here. There's going to be a lot. Some person says, every time a bell rings, a cyber angel's clothes drop off. that tends to happen too. But yeah, see, that's where I had to. I make sure that we have two imprints. We have two imprints now. So we have our Entity Comics imprint, and we have our Club Corrupt imprint. So that way we don't get people confused as to the content, because we do have we got lots of fans that collect Nira that they collect just the. I say just, is like the Nira, the Entity Comics and Committed Comics versions of the character are what keep her legit in the world. And the more adult stuff is what we do for fun. That's just for us, man. We like to have our fun. Life is short, man. You gotta have fun. Ken says, a Mercy miniseries again. Maybe she has the same misadventures as when she was in the Avatar sphere. That's always a possibility. At the very least, maybe a short Mercy adventure like that into issues of Club Corrupt, because Club Corrupt is gonna. It's already, like, starting with issue 2. It's already gonna have because the first issue was like almost all pinups with just a tiny bit of story, and issue 2 is gonna move towards, we have a couple of short stories and a lot of pinups, and it's I think it's evolving into something that'll be kind of half and half. So it'll have like a couple of cool short stories and then some pinups to like really round it off. So I think that's the direction I want to go with Club Corrupt, the actual editions of Club Corrupt. Kevin said, "Woohoo!" Starts ringing the bell. Fatang, what's up, my friend? Glad you're hanging out with us for a little bit. Awesome. We just finished up the auction portion of the show, and now we're just working on some studio stuff here for about I'd say 10 or 15 more minutes before we wrap up for the evening. Some person says the club could be under the Playboy Mansion in a top secret location. Hello to Fatang. Awesome. Yeah, this is a piece commissioned by Chet, and my lid broke. And it's a big Christmas piece. It's going to be a three-page monster. So I was making sure everybody says thank you to Chet for sponsoring this piece. This is a big piece. This is a big investment for everybody to see these characters doing some cool Christmas stuff. Got Mercy here messing up the Christmas tree. I think I'm going to have her. There we go. Let me put her with her. She's got a couple different costumes. I like this one with the low riding tight pants. And then, of course, she has her signature armbands. Always like her armbands. There we go. Always got to have these elements in here. That's what gives her all of her good stuff. One more layer of feathers for her wings here. She needs that. Oops, here we go. Hey, now you can see them. Hey, imagine that. All right, let me see. Kind of shadow in her other wing back here, so it just doesn't look like she has just one wing. Nice. We're going to pull this back just a tiny bit. I think I'm going to have her barefoot just because, well, I like drawing her barefoot a lot. Not going to lie. I don't know what it is. Is it a thing? I don't know. But having her barefoot, maybe breaking some ornaments with her feetsies. I didn't say feces. I said feetsies. All right, let me see where you guys are back here. Let's see. Let's see. Platinum says, for future reference, how do you do stuff by request that is, say, very adult? Always wondered. That's just private messaging me. Just what your general idea is. It costs a little bit more. It's just one of those things because it's very adult, and typically my published stuff doesn't have that. So that's very like private collection kind of stuff. But yeah, just send me a private message. We email each other, and you can always message me. You can always IM me on Facebook or send me a note. But yeah, you can always let me know. Let me know what you have in mind, and then we'll go from there. It's totally cool. Ken says there's a piece on the Patreon that's very adult near his birthday. That's right. Yeah, that was Ken's from a while back. That is. Simply ask. I don't think Bill gets offended easily. Yeah, there's very few things that actually like crosses the line. There's as long as everything's fun and in good nature, like I'm usually game for most things. The only lines that tend to make me uncomfortable or anything like that is like religious stuff or anything like hate kind of art or whatever like that. So, which I never get requests for. So it's not like it's a thing. So. But if it's just good fun, good sexy fun, then it's all good to go. Kevin says, Ken, the grotto is very adult too, but I don't think anyone else has ever seen that. That's possible. And plus, there's the other group piece that we did. I have to go. Let me scroll through the club. Some person says, "You mean like stuff involving a donkey?" Yeah, some of the animal stuff might be whatever, but it's not because I'm offended. It's because if I don't do it very well, I'll let you know. Like if something's not in my wheelhouse, it's not because I'm judging anybody. It's because if I don't draw it well, or if I'm not confident that the way that I draw it is cool, then I'm gonna let you know. Anybody who asks me for a portrait, for example, like I'm not a portrait guy. And I do portraits for people, but they have to fully understand that portraits is not my wheelhouse. I'm going to draw you like one of my characters in my style. So like things like that. So even if it's something wild or outlandish or sexually deviant, the only reason I probably say no to it or tell you, like I'm like cautious about it or something like that is because it's possible that I don't do it very well. And I don't want to give you less than what my best is. You know what I mean? So I don't want to give you like like bad artwork on purpose just to take your money, and then it's not what you want. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that everybody's happy is my major concern. Kevin says, "Are you saying someone is a bit of a jackass?" Ken is saying the Cyber Angels visit Tijuana. Chet says, just look up Bill's threshold covers. That should be enough adultness. Yeah, you can look up the covers, the threshold covers. I mean, that'll give you a good idea of and especially that's usually my my no pun intended, but it's my threshold of of where as far as the art usually goes, especially for like published stuff. And if it goes further than that, it's just usually for like very private collections. So it's very private, exclusive collection. Then I can go further. But it costs a little bit more, and it's just something we just send me a private message and we'll talk about it, and it's totally cool, you know. Kevin says, "Oh Lord." All right, we got just a couple more minutes on here. Let me see if I could like finish the little details on her pantaloons before we call it an evening tonight. Yeah, I appreciate all the questions. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And a lot of times things are like a case by case basis, and there's a lot more. There are a lot more reasons than not that go into, you know, if for, you know, for some reason a project doesn't work out. It could be that I'm scheduled with too many other projects, or you know, there's always a million reasons why something. It could be something that we can schedule for later. You know, if there's heavy deadlines happening at the moment. So any questions you want to ask, you know, don't feel weird about asking whatever questions you want to ask. It's totally cool, man. All right, got some cool shading on there. Nice. All right, we got a good little stopping point there, I think, for us for this evening, for this fine evening. And let me see here. Let me look at my calendar one more time. Which I appreciate you for reminding me about that art auction. But I will look at my calendar. Yeah, it is January 11th. And once we get a little bit closer to the date, I'll start posting and sharing the link as soon as I'm given the link for that. It's for the Red Valkyrie Underground Art Auction. So I'll post it everywhere, and I'll make sure I have the link on my YouTube channel as soon as it gets a little bit closer to the actual auction. But it's coming up January 11th. We'll have a lot of cool stuff. The famous Cat Mouse is going to be with me also, and a group of other artists that I think you all know. Ken says, enough, never. Kevin says, well, if the Cyber Angels go to Tijuana, I am close enough to save them. Chet says, geez, Ken. He's just messing with you. Let's see, I can see NX setting up the ladies. She would too. She doesn't have scruples. Thanks, Ken. So let me see. Let me set this. This is This is Chet's triptych as we're going along. I'm going to set. This is tonight's winner. Ken, thanks so much. Courtney, thanks so much. Kevin says, wow, the Facebook feed is actually faster than YouTube today. Are you serious? Of all the things. The feed that I tell everybody is the slowest. Paul, what's up, dude? I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. That's awesome. How is the West Coast, good sir? We're just about to wrap up. We start our show at 10 o'clock and on Saturdays, and we have an art auction in the first hour, and in the second hour we do some studio work. So this piece right here is the art auction piece that our good friend Ken won tonight, and then this is the studio piece that we're working on. This is a commission for Chet, who's got a big threefold Christmas piece for everybody. So a lot of things to do, a lot of fun to have, and we're all good. This is our last show, dude. This is our last show for 2025, man.
2024.
Oh my God, it's 2024. It's not even our first show yet for 2025. See, I'm starting to get tired. Kat had to help me with that one. She's like, the year is actually 2024, sir. Mr. Sir. Harley, what's up? Glad you're here with us. Awesome. Very, very cool. Some person says, Chat has been delaying with typing so much tonight. I think I found a solution. What is the solution? What is the solution? Some person says YouTube is slowing everything down for people with ad blockers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Kat's agreeing with me in the background. Crazy.
They're trying to inconvenience you into turning it off.
Jeez Louise, these things. If it's not the algorithm, it's the ad blocker. If it's not the ad blocker, it's... You know, I'm trying to grow a channel here, people. Paul says, slight chill with off and on rain, still hitting the job as. Well, man, good luck, man. I know that, you know, it's like, it comes in waves. Sometimes it's easy to hook up with a new place. And sometimes it takes a lot more going out there. I remember when I was throwing out freaking applications everywhere, I'd have to blanket like my whole area and just, you know, hope I had like 2 or 3 that I can choose from. I remember those days. I remember. Now I'm just in a basement drawing boobs and spaceships. So this is my life. But good luck to you, man. It's like, I know that's going to work out soon. You've got the drive. I know you do. Ken says, that's some BS right there. Yeah, the ad blocker thing, that's crazy, man. Yeah, thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I was like, I've been so racked up over here between family and things happening over here. 0 physical cards actually left my abode this year. So getting your card this year made me very, very happy, Paul. I really appreciate it, dude. It's inspiring me to get back on the bandwagon so that way I can get my schedule straight enough so I get things done on time. Made my day, dude. All right, I'm gonna leave these up here. I think we're gonna start wrapping up for the evening. Let me put my keyboard here so that way I know what I'm doing when it comes to all the buttons and whistles and things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. This is our last show for the year. I hope 2024, I'm glad we all survived it, you know, and I hope that everybody has an exceedingly successful 2025. We'll be back here again next Saturday, 10 o'clock Standard Eastern Time, and we'll do it all again, man. Have some fun, have some sketches. Hopefully I'll have some of this other stuff done so I can reveal it to you, and you can see some of, and you'll be able to download the stuff for free off the Patreon page. Even if you're not a member, the public posts will show up for free. So you'll be able to see it there. And I'll put the link in the description next week, since we'll reveal some of the new images and stuff. Hey, thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night and a happy new year. Take care, everybody. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Seattle.